Good day, everyone. This is Alvin again from the Philippines, and today we are going to talk about the top 10 best preliminary gowns during the Miss Universe 2019 preliminary competition. This is an annual tradition which I have started last year, so of course, this will be two parts. Today, we'll be talking about the best preliminary gowns, and the next part, we will be talking about the no gowns that shouldn't be worn in a preliminary competition. But today, we'll be focused on what's best about these gowns, and again, we will be focusing on the design of the gowns only. So regardless if the performance is good or bad, again, the gowns will affect most of the ranking here. So here are the top 10 based on my own personal preference. Number 10, Singapore. Again, let me just clarify one more time that this is only about the dress and not the performance. Both Mexico and Singapore wore a similar silhouette type of gown, both white gowns with elongated sleeves that reach the floors, but I prefer Singapore more because I am just in love at how the patterns were made on that white fabric with nude effect. If only this gown was carried in the way I wanted it to be, this would have been a memorable gown performance. My number 9, Dominican Republic. I don't know if it's just me, but this gown is serving me Cleopatra royalty, ancient Egyptian royals. I can just imagine that if I am a queen living in the time period, this would have been my dress, and I loved it. I love the cut of the gown and how it showed some skin on the sides, and the design on that gold dress is just beautiful. I also love the dramatic feels of attaching black fabrics on both shoulder straps. My number 8, France. I am just in love with France's gown. When she came out, all that came to my mind is French fashion. I love how high fashion the gown is, yet so classy. I love the effect of the open cut on the shoulders. I love the shape of the end of the sleeves. And one thing that made me love it even more is the addition of those fur, which makes the overall look softer. My number 7, Aruba. I just love how expensive she looked in her gown. I love the pattern that was made on the nude fabric, and the way the crystal details were done made the overall look breathtaking. I also love the hint of the accessories like the bracelet and the single earring. I loved it as it complemented the gown. Plus, if you look at the back part, I am glad they added some extra length on the back to give more life when she walks on it. Beautiful gown overall. My number 6, Chile. As what I have mentioned before, never did I imagine that a rainbow colored gown will work as a gown color choice for Miss Universe. All I can say, perfection. I love the scaly effect of the dress, and I am dying for the ombre of rainbow colors in the entire gown. Plus, the shimmering effect makes it more magical, classic, and expensive. I will definitely remember this as one of my favorite gowns this year. My number 5, Albania. I am just in love at how playful this gown is. And to tell you frankly, I am not a huge fan of green gowns unless it will amaze me in a way. And this gown just did that. This gown is serving me Greek goddess vibe, but only in green instead of white. I just love how flowy the gown is, how soft it looks, and how it goes along and plays along with the effect of the wind. I love the high slit as well because it gives some more room for the bottom part of the fabric to move as freely as possibly. And that belt, I am loving that. So far, there's only 3 gowns in shade of green that impressed me in Miss Universe. Irene Eser's gown in 2012, Miss Venezuela. Constanza Baez's gown in 2013, Miss Ecuador. And this one, Miss Albania. Number 4, Philippines. Honestly, I have some issues with the gown, but it cannot be denied that this one is still one of the best gowns we have seen this year. The only reason why I wasn't as excited as others is that it seems like a similar version of her national pageant pink gown with some few changes in it. But assuming I have not seen her national pageant gown, I will actually be amazed by the details of the gown. I love the unique style. The neck piece is uniquely made, and this is the first time we have seen this kind of gown in Miss Universe. The only thing that I didn't like is the bottom part. It made the overall gown look heavy and stiff. If the extra fabric in the back was removed, this would have been divine, I believe. My number 3, Puerto Rico. You know what I love about Puerto Rico's gown is the cut. And the silhouette looked simple, but this gown has everything. The gold pattern of the gown was well made, and I just love the creative mind of the one who did the pattern because it made the gown look so beautiful, whether you are near or far from it. I also love how it showed some skin on the back to give some sensual feel to it, and I love how it emphasizes the figure of Puerto Rico in this gown, or whoever it is that will be wearing this gown. So I am just happy because from the moment she came out with this gown, she totally commanded total attention. That's how amazing this gown is. My number 2, South Africa. This is undoubtedly one of my favorite gowns during the preliminaries. The previous editions were filled by ladies that is wearing cape gowns, so I am missing that from this year. And good thing that South Africa brought it back. First of all, I love the plunging neckline of the dress and the way that cape was attached to her, especially the shape of the shoulder because of that cape makes her look very, very queenly. The best surprise is the pattern of the cape inside because it is really serving South African realness in there. You can really see the culture of the you can really feel and see the South African culture written in every pattern underneath that cape. So that was beautiful. And in my opinion, the best preliminary gown for Miss Universe 2019 preliminary competition goes to Uruguay. Hands down, this is the best gown during the preliminary competition. When she came out, all I can say is, wow. And then I'm speechless. Although I am not a huge fan of how she walked and how she carried that gown, but the gown itself is so beautiful. From the neck piece, I love how beautiful the pattern, and I love how the frontal pattern was extended to the center of the deep neckline. The effect of the powder-ish and glitter-ish blue as it changes shade from different areas, leaving some white nude fabrics, is just super beautiful. I can assure you that if one of the front runners, if only one of the front runners wore this gown, this would have been a super huge hit and would have been a memorable preliminary gown. So that's it. These are my top 10 favorite preliminary gowns for the Miss Universe 2019 preliminary competition. I know it's a little bit too late, but this is just for future preference, especially to those who will be competing in future editions. So that's it. Be sure to check out my part 2, which is the top 10 no gowns for preliminaries. So that's it. Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.